Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys if I manage to get this off my cards. Hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be a general timeless reading. I am doing these this week. Very open-ended. Universe, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for the Pisces subscribers watching this video. Please bring in the most powerful confirmations, the most accurate predictions, and the best advice for the fishies. Two of Cups, romantic energy, connection, heart-to-heart connection. This could be love. This could be with a Leo. We see a lion, a beautiful lion right here. You may be offering your love to someone. You may already be in established connection with someone. Maybe things have been discussed, opened up, confessed, and now you find yourself in a very loving energy, feeling very supported, in a very transparent, honest, good dynamic. Five of Cups in the challenge position. There could be grief. Someone here may be grieving. Someone here may be leaving someone to be with another person. And even though they know it is the right thing, they may still have a lot of grief for the relationship that they're leaving behind. Simultaneous, absolute happiness and sharp pain, all existing at once. In the recent past, you may have found yourself, Pisces, in times of darkness. You may have found yourself very confused, not understanding what you're seeing, what you're perceiving, not trusting your intuition, not knowing what to make out of things. A lot of feline energy here, very instinctual, at the same time very elegant and powerful. You may be dealing with a person like this, or you may consider yourself to be someone with these characteristics. In the recent past, there may have been a Cancer person here. There may have also been perhaps a lot of subconscious healing going on. You know, also there may have been a beautiful connection that was challenged, possibly even broken up by focusing on the wrong things. Someone blowing little tiny negative things out of proportion and letting them take over and sabotage a connection that is pure. And when I mean connection, yes, it could be romantic, but it could also be friendships. It could also be family members. It seems like right now you're doing your best to navigate the waters of your emotions. It seems like you are, by the time you listen to this reading or you find this reading, it seems like you are already in the sunrise after this dark night. And yes, it is a full moon card, so the night is not necessarily that dark. Your intuition has guided you through. But now the sun is coming out. Now you are almost getting a grasp on things, getting more balance. And in the future, we see you here very dedicated to something that is important to you. Putting in the work, very focused, you know, doing what you have to do, doing it with a smile on your face. Some of you guys may have been looking for the right job. And it seems like you get it. Look at her smile. You may feel quite beat up Pisces, you may feel like the journey has been long and hard and grueling, but you're still you're still there. A little bruised, a little bit injured, a little shook, but you're still in the game. You're still in the race. Maybe you have paced yourself a bit. Maybe you're not as agile or as empowered as perhaps you felt at some point, but you're still there. Pioneer is what I'm hearing, pioneer. I'm getting this quote, the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. And that's how you can tell the difference. Not necessarily the time, not necessarily the age, not necessarily the degrees, but the experience. Someone may be spying on you, paying a lot of attention to you, wondering about you, draining you or attempting to. Perhaps because of a beautiful connection here, or perhaps because you are very focused. Someone here is trying to almost distract you on purpose from your path by making you focus on the wrong things. There's a communication that you want to have with someone. You want to put all the cards on the table. But you're also afraid of what may come out of that. You may want to confront someone. Could be potentially a soulmate, someone who feels like home to you. Could be, someone you share a very powerful connection with. I'm seeing Italy. Could be past life connections as well. The fuck is that black thing? Is that crow? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's like a person under a black umbrella. Okay. I was like, that's a really fucking deformed crow. If it's a crow. 9 of Swords here. Lots of anxiety, worry, stress, projections, illusions. You're so tired, Pisces. You're so tired. I can see it here. You're so tired. It's like you're a master and you're so tired of the beginners thinking that they can kind of like sabotage you or advise you or something. It's like, I just feel you rolling your eyes and looking at someone incredibly empowered, probably more than they should be, telling you things, and you're like, bitch, please. That's like pre-kinder, like, kindergarten. But not from like an obnoxious, like arrogant place, maybe a little bit, but more from like an annoyed space. You're anxious about a soulmate. And I feel like there are just kind of like stupid things buzzing around you, almost trying to distract you, but like in the wrong way. I feel like you're so tired, Pisces. Some of you guys are so tired of the pursuit of romantic love. Some of you have built such a strong shell. And maybe what you're trying to do is actually shake that off, like the crab just kind of like, well, the crab I think is like one with the shell, but if you have the chance to leave those protections you've placed around your heart behind, it seems like you're wanting to do so. But it's hard. It's difficult. Facing all your fears. Facing everything that made you create a shell around you in the first place. But we have here beautiful Ganesha. Remover of obstacles. helping you out. You are going to be definitely supported by the divine. I'm kind of getting like two things. First, I heard cancel culture. And I saw like a bunch of like rookies in the field you're in trying to like cancel you because you are doing something wrong according to them, whatever. And you're just like rolling your eyes and it's like, dude, you don't even know where you're standing on. Like, you have no idea what's going on. Shut the fuck up. Because you've already been to hell and back 1,000 times and they don't even know hell exists. You know, it's like just so stupid. And then the other thing I'm hearing is actually a Taylor Swift song. Let's see if I remember this. Like the liars, all the liars are calling me one. The jokers dressing up as kings. I'm just getting bits of it, right? It doesn't go that way, but like I brought a knife to a gunfight. They took the crown, but that's all right. Or some shit like that. Some of you guys may be like pioneers, veterans. Like you may be a doctor, like an old, super experienced master of a doctor. And here comes like a little group of like fucking recently graduated like idiots. Not that everyone who's like recently graduated are idiots, I'm not saying that, but this particular group, they want to, you know, get you out of your position because you're so old and you don't know how things work. And it's so disconnected from reality. It's so offensive because of the absurdity of it all. It's absurd. They don't get their way, by the way. And you don't need to fight that fight. Your silence is going to show your mastery. You just rolling your eyes and saying, and walking away is going to be way more powerful than you trying to, like, expose or show your worth. It's like lions don't compete against... Oh my god, I'm getting bombarded by quotes and like Instagram memes. That is so funny. It's like all of this shit like gets stored somewhere in my subconscious, and in the readings, it's like the energies pull them to my consciousness. Let's see. That went something like... Lions may be stronger than wolves, but wolves don't act on the circus or something. So, you know, they may be really good at what they do. Yeah, they may be really, really good at what they do. But they are in a circus. You know, they are a lion who is going through hoops and jumping and trying to prove itself or whatever. And you may be a wolf. Wise, loyal, wisdom all over. And yeah, they may be stronger than you. Could be. But you're not fighting. You're not proving. You're so powerful that it feels offensive for anyone to ask you to prove who you are or to prove your experience. So you're not going to. Let them, you know, go into their circus and like try to outdo each other or whatever. But you're just like, I am so above that I'm not even going to play. The only way to win here is not to play. Forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Having compassion for them, forgiveness. They don't know what they don't know. You know what they don't know. but they don't know what they don't know. So be compassionate with them. They are probably doing their best, and they're probably thinking that they're doing the right thing. Hell, some of them might actually be, you know, working up the courage to do this because they feel like it's really going to be a good thing. And also acknowledge that there's phases and times in life. And sometimes the new pushes out the old. And that's very harsh. And that is very raw. But change is inevitable. Change happens to every single person. It's the only constant. Also death, but change and death, pretty much the same thing. So maybe your wisdom is needed to be used somewhere else. Somehow else, I don't know, in a different way. I'm really strongly getting the reference of like a doctor being asked to like step down or something like that. Like an incredible surgeon or something who's maybe older and just needs to kind of like, you know, maybe realize that operations are not, or surgeries, that very challenging, difficult surgeries are not really the best choice right now or the most appropriate path, I guess. And that may be very wounding. That may be very painful for the ego. There's an episode in Grey's Anatomy. Christina goes to a hospital in Minnesota or something. And she first initially has a lot of like drama with this like really old doctor. She's very egotistical. She's absolutely brilliant. She's a genius. But she does not have the experience that this guy has. And at first, she has that energy, you know, this dude is just like some old guy, some insignificant guy. He should have like, you know, given up the scalpel a whole long time ago. And then they actually start working together. And she starts to learn that there are just certain things that are done better in a more traditional way. And it's very humbling for her as a beginner, even though she's very gifted. It's very humbling for her. And for him is also very much like an update on medical, you know, procedures and stuff. And there is someone who really, really, really wants him gone. And if you watch Grey's Anatomy, this makes sense. For others of you, it probably doesn't. But then Christina, this very gifted beginner surgeon, she defends him. You know, it's like, yeah, he's old, but he's so fucking good. Like, you can't take that away from him. You can't take that away from the hospital, pretty much. And the guy is super stubborn, it's funny. But he does drop dead in the middle of an operation. So, you know, that's probably not the best thing. So, you know, it's kind of like, there's good and bad, there's light and dark, there's highs and lows and everything. Address your situation. If it has any kind of parallel similarity with this. I'm not saying that you are a doctor going through that, but, you know, kind of take the context and compare it to what you may be going through, if it makes sense for you. And, you know, evaluate where you need to be a little bit more humble and where you get to be so arrogant that you're not going to be playing games. Because you get to do both. Just, you know, choose wisely. Pick your battles. All right, my loves. This is what I have for you. I love you. I hope that you come back. Subscribe to the channel, please, if you haven't already. And I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye.